guys, welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to be talking about apartment hunting because college has spoiled us a little bit too much in this arena. Actually, a lot in this arena. So I'm here to kind of brace you for what to really expect when you're looking at apartments and to give you some helpful tidbits to hopefully make the process easier for you to find a place, kind of give you a general idea of what to be looking for, what to expect, all that fun stuff. So let's get right to it. First things first, you're going to have to be realistic with your expectations. No longer are pools, furnished apartments, Wi-Fi, and cable standard when it comes to apartments in the real world. And those awesome lofts or cool apartments you see in all these TV shows, only in big cities. If you're moving out to a suburb, you can basically expect your apartments to look similar to your college ones, and maybe, sadly enough, a little bit worse. So, keep that in mind. So, first things first when you are apartment hunting is to actually make your bottom line list. What are the things that this place, at a minimum, must have? For some of you, you just want a place to live. As long as it has 4 walls, a bathroom, a kitchen, you're fine. Other people, you want a pool, you want a fitness center, you only want to have to pay electric, and you want to do it for the same price you were paying in college. So you do need to have a list of bottom lines. You have to, if this apartment doesn't have it, you shouldn't even consider looking at it. And also you need to create a budget. And typically, for people who are saving up to buy a house or trying to pay off their debts quickly, you want to be spending about 1/4 of your monthly income after taxes on living expenses. So not only rent, but your utilities. Next, you're gonna hunt, but not just let me look at apartments.com, let me look at Craigslist. You're gonna hunt not only for your top 5, but you're gonna figure out when their leasing deals are, because a lot of places will say, oh, sign up by this date and we'll take $100 off your first 3 months, or sign up by this date and we'll, waive your application fee and, your security deposit is only 1 month's rent. So once you find your top 5, also find out when you need to sign by. And the sooner you're starting to look at these places, the more you're going to see the deals. And make sure you are screenshotting those deals when you plan to use them. If you see it up there, take a picture, because God knows if you call and they weren't supposed to have it up there, they'll take it down and you won't get the deal. So after you've shopped, you're going to want to visit these places. And I really do not recommend just buying on blind faith, because let's face it, we've seen how some girls look on Instagram and then real life. Same thing with apartments. You will get catfished. So, unless you've had someone live there, or you have just no way, to get out there and look at these apartments, take the time and visit them. And when you visit them, bring a friend, because they will notice things that you might overlook. Also, bring a pen and paper so that you can write down the pros and the cons of what you like about each apartment. And the answers to any questions you might have, can I paint? Can I hang stuff? Do I have to paint the apartment back? Those kinds of things. How fast does maintenance respond to requests? And also, if you can, bring a camera and take some pictures too. Things you didn't like, things you did like. Because when you're looking at a lot of apartments in one day, they all kind of start to run together and look the same. Especially because they aren't going to be those cool, unique layouts that you saw on Friends. Sucks, right? The next thing to keep in mind is the surrounding area. We're used to college, and I got Jimmy John's open at 3 a.m. I have 4 different fitness centers and the rec center. I've got all the food places I could possibly want. I can go to the mall in the blink of an eye. Those kinds of things are given in college, but when you actually move into the real world, you want to make sure that you live in a place that's not only safe, but it's going to have places that you like to shop. If you like to shop at Trader Joe's, you're going to want to find a place near Trader Joe's, because driving a half an hour to Trader Joe's is going to get on your nerves after a while. Also, you want to make sure that they have restaurants that you like, stores you like to shop at, and if it's not right in your city, at least within 15-minute drive. You really don't want to have to be venturing out a half an hour, 40 minutes every time you really feel the need to go do something. It gets a little tedious and a little bit annoying. And you also want to make sure that there's stuff to do, not just, oh, there's a movies and we can go bowling. You want to make sure that there are places where people your age are going to hang out, whether it's a club or a bar. If you like CrossFit, check out the local CrossFit. Take the time and actually, drive around and look at the surrounding community, because if you're going to live there, you're going to want to also thrive there. You don't want to be stuck in your house, not knowing anybody, waiting for the weekends to come and hoping your friends hit you up that live a half an hour away, then having to commute a half an hour all the time. It'll get a little bit frustrating. So keep those things in mind. The next thing you want to take into account is your commute to work. So if you want to live really close to work, awesome, but odds are for some people that's not exactly an option. It might be too expensive to be closer to work, what have you. So when you're looking at your actual drive time, you can type into Google Maps whenever and figure out what it would be without traffic, but actually take the time to get up and type in, go into Google Maps and type in your drive to see what it would really be like during traffic hours, and then multiply that by about 3 for bad weather, because my half an hour drive with traffic turns into about a 45-minute drive, and with winter and snow, almost a 2-hour drive without fail, without hesitation. I could almost drive 2 hours. So if you know that your job isn't really flexible about working from home and those kinds of things, make sure that you're close, because if there is inclement weather and they do expect you to come in, you don't want to have to travel far and risk getting in an accident or having something happen to your car, and then not only did you not make it to work and you get in trouble for that, you have to pay for whatever damages happen to your car. Oh, if you have a pet, you should expect to pay about $20-$25 extra a month. FYI, that's basically standard, plus $200 security deposit that you won't get back. So keep that in mind. The last thing to keep in mind, guys, even though a lot of these places are kind of standard looking, you can make it your own space with your decor and your personal stuff. So don't be too down if you have to settle for a place that wasn't maybe your first choice, but make it yours. Take the time to really decorate it and make it feel like home. And also use that time, if you don't want to stay there forever, to keep shopping around and look for other deals. It's a little heartbreaking, but at the same time, it's really nice to have a place to call your own and to decorate how you want to, not to worry about sharing with your roommates and your things getting broken. And get excited, because you're about to be in the real world paying bills like the rest of us. I will see you guys next week. I'm going to be sharing my hair care tutorial, because a lot of you saw my hair curly on Instagram and kind of went gaga and asked what I do to my hair. So, well, I hope you enjoyed the video. Again, leave any questions you might have, or even if you've recently moved, some experiences to share with other people, because obviously my experiences are the end-all be-all. It's not that I had the worst experience, but it was really heartbreaking, because I thought I was going to have an apartment like Carrie in Sex and the City, and it just did not happen for me. But I love my apartment now, and I decorated it to suit me, so I'm happy to call it home. So I'll see you guys next week. Hope you enjoyed the video. Bye.